All right, what's up, guys? Today I want to talk about whether you need to track your calories when you're on a bulk or not. One of the reasons why a lot of people get on a bulk is so that they can eat whatever they want. They can kind of live life and still see results. You can go to McDonald's, you can go out to drink with your friends, you can eat a tub of Ben and Jerry's ice cream every night if you wanted. Not that I'm speaking from experience, but I digress. So, do you need to track calories when you're on a bulk? Imagine this. Okay, let me create a scenario for you guys. Imagine if I told you, okay, I need you to save $1,000. It has to be exactly $1,000 this month, but you're not allowed to know exactly how much you spend or how much you make. Good luck. So here's the thing. So a lot of people, exactly, they think that they can eat whatever they want on a bulk, but the reality is it makes it so much more difficult. What usually ends up happening is that you're going to put on a lot of weight the first month or so. You're going to be just cramming. I mean, you're going to be enjoying life. Like, don't get me wrong, but you're going to gain way too much weight. And what's going to end up happening is that you're going to kind of eventually, after a month, maybe even 2 months, you're going to realize, you're going to look in the mirror and be like, I think I've been putting on too much fat. And that's going to lead to, okay, no, I need to get back on a cut. Like, I need to start losing weight again. And then you'll lose the weight, hopefully. Some people just get stuck and then just kind of give up after that. Um, and that leads to kind of a yo-yo dieting, and you just kind of get stuck in the same place for way longer than you need to be. See, when you're trying to build your physique, when you're trying to, body build, you should be in a bulk pretty much 80% of the time when you're building your physique. I mean, building your physique is involves being in a bulk. It means a lot of people think bulk, it's like, oh, just put on weight, put on weight. I guess a more kind of appropriate term is like lean bulking. That's like the most sustainable bulk that you can do, and that's what I encourage you to do. So to be in a very minimal, like, again, 100 to 400 calorie surplus per day, so that you can put on, anywhere between half a pound to a pound of muscle per week. If you're putting on any more than that, you're putting on too much fat, and before long you're going to want to get on a cut because you're not going to be satisfied with how you look. So first of all, counting calories is super easy. There are apps on the internet, MyFitnessPal or Lose It. I like to use Lose It. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of MyFitnessPal, but plenty of people use it. So give them both a try. And literally, all you need to do is scan a label, or if you go to McDonald's, you're allowed to go to McDonald's. You're allowed to enjoy um, junk food, and especially when you have such a big allowance. Most people, to be on a bulk, they need to eat 3,000, 3,500. Some people even like 4,000 calories a day, depending how active they are, their metabolism, all that stuff. So yes, you can, but you need to know exactly how much of a surplus that you're in if you don't want to be caught in this yo-yo diet. If you don't want to be cutting, bulking. Ideally, like, you should be only cutting maybe like, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months in a year. The rest of the time you should be bulking, especially as a beginner. And listen, you don't need to track your calories every single day for the rest of your life. Here's the thing. Once you kind of build a system, a meal plan for yourself, it becomes effortless. You kind of just, what you need to eat in a day, and it's a reflex, it's a habit. You wake up, your breakfast, your post-workout snack, your dinner, and your bedtime snack. Maybe you might need a couple more snacks depending on how many calories you eat or how many meals you like to have per day. But if you've built a system, and you can only build a system through knowing how much you eat, how much you're consuming every day, how many calories are in the foods that you're eating, then you can kind of put aside the tracking, and as long as the weight is steadily going up, you're staying on track. Eventually, if you're eating the same things, the same meals every day, and listen, a lot of people are intimidated, like, oh, I don't want to eat the same thing every day. It's really not that bad. Just create meals that you love, and you can honestly, I look forward to the meals that I have. Honestly, my favorite one is my eggs and toast post workout. And I like to have my chocolate bar before going to bed. And even my oatmeal in the morning, I just know it's going to fuel my workout. So, I'm happy to have it. If you think oatmeal is boring, then you just haven't customized it to your liking. You can put literally anything in oatmeal, especially on a bulk. You just cram a bunch of calories in there, and nuts, peanut butter, berries, fruits, cinnamon, whatever, you name it. Think about it, you can probably put it in there. So yeah, so literally just build a system for yourself, build a meal plan, and you can switch it up every month or every couple of months. You can switch up a recipe, add it to your MyFitnessPal or your Lose It app, and then find out, okay, this fits into my macros. All right, this is going to be what I eat for the next month. Now, so a few people don't cook for themselves. But the reality is, like, let's say you're living at home and your parents cook for you. First of all, you are blessed to have somebody that cooks for you. If you're complaining that, oh no, I live at home and my mom cooks, so it's ooh me, I'm never gonna see results. Like, stop like making excuses for yourself. Honestly, she's making a meal for you. You should thank her and be blessed that you have somebody like that in your life. Whether it's your mom, your significant other, doesn't matter. Um, and what you can do in that case is that you have, like, she cooks dinner for you guys, or let's say she cooks dinner and lunch. There's ways to kind of go around this. Like, you can maybe say that, okay, I'm not going to have lunch with you guys, or you just have you have your own lunch. But then you should be spending quality time with your family, so you should, like, have at least one meal with them per day. And you can, if you have those 3 meals, let's say those 3 meals around that dinner time, let's say with the family where your mom cooks, how many calories are in those 3 meals, and then you can kind of be more lenient with the dinner. After a week of tracking, like, let's say the 3 meals around the dinner, and you notice that you're still losing weight, then add an extra meal. Like, your mom, your significant other is always making, like, maybe a bit lower calorie than you need. Add an extra meal, add a protein shake, add a smoothie, add a protein bar or something, and then go another week where you're tracking the 3 meals around plus the extra snack plus the dinner. And then if you notice, okay, yeah, now I'm starting to gain weight, just stick to it. Don't miss out on your mom's pot roast or or her lasagna or whatever it is, just because you're on a bulk. That sounds kind of redundant, right? Like, you're skipping meals because you're trying to gain weight. Obviously, maybe that it'll be a bit different on a cut. There's different ways to go about it when you're on a cut. But even when you're on a cut, you just take out one meal and just have a protein shake instead if it's a low protein meal. Work around it. If you're actually committed to building a nice physique, if you're building your strength, building your body, stuff like that shouldn't be a roadblock. In fact, it should be like a way to kind of spice things up. You're having something different every day. Because honestly, your parents are probably, or your wife or your whatever, is not cooking the same thing every day like you're eating, like you would eat if you were living by yourself, like me. Um, so yeah, enjoy those meals. Spend time with your family. It's not just because you're, unless, like, no one's competing here. I don't think anybody's gonna, like, hit the stage anytime soon. Like, obviously that'd be a bit different, but if you're just trying to live a better, like, more aesthetic more aesthetic life, like, that sounds stupid, but, like, if you're trying to be more aesthetic, just trying to enjoy your life more, trying to be more confident, like, don't miss out on family time or on some delicious meal just because you're trying to look good. That's kind of, I don't know. I'll let you think about that how you want, but um, so yeah, it's not complicated. There are ways around it if somebody else is cooking one meal a day for you, like one of the meals a day, like, have some other delicious meals around it as well. So yeah, make a plan, kind of create a diet plan that you track, that exactly how many calories are in it, have that consistently. And then, after a couple of weeks, you don't need to track that anymore. Like, you know you're eating enough calories as long as you're having those meals the exact same way every time. It becomes a lot more difficult to maintain a steady surplus when you're all over the place. When one day you're eating at McDonald's all day, or and you're having, I don't know, breakfast cereal for breakfast, breakfast cereal for lunch, breakfast cereal for breakfast, um, and then I don't know, eggs and toast, and then you're having you're having dinner with the family, and then you're having a tub of ice cream, and then the next day you're having, I don't know, Greek yogurt for breakfast. Like, obviously you can do that. It's gonna be more work for you, but honestly, like, the best way is just to keep it simple. Find recipes you like, find meals you like, and stick to those for a month or two, and yeah, keep it simple for yourself. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below if you have any kind of troubles with tracking calories, or if you're having trouble bulking. I'll try to help you guys out. Leave the video a like if you enjoyed it and if you thought it was useful. And yeah, and also if you think that bulking is too expensive, if you're single or whatever, and you're doing the grocery shopping and think it's too expensive, check out my video in, I think it's gonna be this slide, on bulking on a budget. Literally, I went grocery haul for a week. It cost me like €12 a day. You should probably spend €12 a day, or the equivalent of €12 on all kinds of other stuff that is not serving you. So check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, have a great day, guys. Peace.